Q4 and FY25 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Good evening. On behalf of ICICI Securities, I welcome you all to the Q4FY25 and FY25 earnings call of GR Infraprojects Limited. Today, we have with us from the management, Mr. Jayendra Kumar Agarwal, CEO, Mr. Anand Rathi, Group CFO, Mr. Ankit Maheshwari, Deputy CFO. We'll begin with the opening remarks from the management, which will be followed by Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mohit. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. I welcome you all to the fourth quarter earnings call of GR Infraprojects Limited for financial year 2025. Joining me on this call today is Mr. Anand Rathi, the CFO, and Mr. Ankit Maheshwari, Deputy CFO of the company. I would like to start by mentioning that we are a socially responsible organization focused on delivering all our projects with quality and in a safe manner. I will now take you through the key highlights of the quarter and recent developments in the infrastructure sector, followed by question and answer session. Revenue from operation in fourth quarter of 25 stood at 2,129.30 crore, as against 2,310.35 crore in the corresponding period in previous financial year. The EBITDA margin for the current quarter stood at 17.51%, as against 17.69% in the corresponding period in previous financial year. During the quarter, the company has repaid the debt of Indian rupees 361 crores, which has resulted in improved debt equity ratio to 0.07, which is one of the best in the sector. During the quarter, the company transferred one operational HAM asset to Indus Infra InvIT for a total consideration of 225.58 crores rupees. The resulting gain on this transaction is shown as an exceptional item in financial statements. During the quarter, the company received pre-COD for one HAM project and LOA for one road DBA40 toll project worth rupees 3,687 crores. Moving on the update on the order book, at the end of fourth quarter of the order book stood at 24,346 crores. As on date, the company has 30 projects worth Indian rupees 14,370 crore that are under execution. As on date, two projects worth rupees 4,810 crores are awaiting appointed date. One in HAM in Bihar and one DBA40 toll projects spreading across Rajasthan, UP and MP. For four projects, that is two roads and one each railway and OFC worth 5,166 crore are having L1 status. LOA of OFC and railway projects has also been received recently. As on date, bids of Indian rupees 6,500 crores are yet to be opened. It constitutes of 5 railway and 1 highway projects. Moving on the sector highlights and infrastructure development of India. This year, awarding activity was a little muted in this first 3 quarters, although it did pick up a little in the last quarter. Also, the instances under bidding up to 46% continue to persist. This is although concerning and we are continue to keep a close watch. We do accept a decent flow of awarding utilities, especially large projects, continuing in the next financial year. As the central government continue to focus on infrastructure development, this is evident from the fact that the capital investment outlay for the infrastructure has been increased to rupees 11.21 lakh crore in the Union Budget of 25-26. My sector-wise views are: first, road and highways. Investment in national highway and expressway are projected to grow by 1.4 times between financial year 26 and financial year 29. Government target building 22 new greenfield expressways. Recently, government has announced to convert 30,000 kilometers 2-lane highways into 4-lane with an investment of Indian rupees 10 lakh crore. Further, MoRTH has imposed additional performance security on bidders of road projects for bid lower than estimated cost of the project. Also, it mandates timelines for land and environment clearances. It gives us the confidence to enhance our order book, as the initiatives are designed to better synchronize the approval, awarding process and declaration of appointed dates. Second, metro and railway system. As of financial year 25, India's metro rail network spans approximately 973 kilometers across 23 cities. Government aims to more than double this network to about 1,700 kilometers by financial year 26, extending the metro services to 31 cities. Indian Railway has also received the highest ever total outlay of rupees 2.65 lakh crore in the Union Budget 25-26. Power transmission. The sector is expected to attract a significant amount of investment, with estimates suggesting a need for over Indian rupees 10 lakh crore to double India's power capacity by 2032. In the next financial year, the company is targeting an order pipeline of approximately 1,80,000 crore and continue to build a robust order book in various sectors like road, railway, metro, tunnels, power transmission, and distribution, ropeway, logistics, etc. We will continue our strategy of diversifying and balancing our portfolio across various markets and sectors and take the company back to double-digit growth in current financial year 26. I am confident in our strategic direction and our ability to succeed in new markets. Our strong team and focus on project delivery will continue to drive our success. That's all from my side. Over to you, Anandji, for update on financial position of the company. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, MD sir. This is Ankit Maheshwari. Thank you, Anandji, and good afternoon, everyone on the call. So I'll start sharing the financial performance for the year ended March 31st, 2025. And the following key highlights are: the company's standalone revenue from operations decreased by 1,272.39 crores, which is a decrease of 16.34% year over year. That is from 7,787.96 crore in the year ended March 24 to 6,515.57 crore in the year ended March 25. This decrease was primarily on account of decrease in order intake. The company's consolidated revenue from operations decreased by 1,585.45 crores, which is a decrease of approximately 17.66% year over year. That is from 8,980.15 crores in the year ended March 24 to 7,394.70 crores in the year ended March 2025. The standalone EBITDA margin has decreased to 13.88% in year ended March 25 from 14.58% in the year ended March 24. The EBITDA margin at group level has decreased to 22.13% in the year ended March 25 from 23.63% in the year ended March 2024. So it has some impact, of course, from the order intake as well. Profit after tax at standalone level decreased to 806.61 crores in the year ended March 2025 as compared to 1977.43 crores in the year ended March 2024. However, I would like to highlight that in the financial year 2024, it includes the exceptional gain of 1,222 crore, which is net of tax, pertaining to gain recorded on transfer of 7 HAM assets to Indus Infra InvIT. Moving on, profit after tax at consolidated level also decreased to 1,015.40 crores in the year ended March 2025 as compared to 1,322.97 crores in the year ended March 2024. The company's standalone net worth stood at 7,887.74 crores at the end of fiscal 2025. It was 7,195.72 crores at the end of fiscal 2024. The net worth at consolidated level is rupees 8,503.20 crores at the end of fiscal 2025, and it was 7,602.40 crores at the end of fiscal 2024. The standalone borrowing outstanding at the end of fiscal 2025 is 512.34 crores with debt to equity of 0.07 times. The total consolidated borrowing outstanding at the end of fiscal 2025 is 4,966.16 crores with debt to equity of 0.59 times. During the quarter, the company has made additions to the fixed assets amounting to 39.41 crores, and the net block of property, plant and equipment, including capital work in progress, is 1,206.96 crores at the end of current quarter. Investment in our subsidiary companies in the form of loans and equity is 2,009.04 crores, including interest, at the end of fiscal 2025. The balance promoter contribution required to be made for the operational HAM projects is 2,875.23 crores, of which we are expecting a contribution of 1,000 crore in the fiscal year 2026. The working capital in days at the end of fiscal 2025 is 117 days as compared to 112 days at the end of fiscal 2024. This increase is primarily on account of increase in SPV debtors. The trade receivables at the standalone basis are 1,842.17 crores, including 1,691 crores HAM debtors at the end of fiscal 2025. The trade receivables at the consolidated level are 224.72 crores at the end of fiscal 2025. The unbilled revenue at the standalone basis is 713.15 crores at the end of fiscal 2025, and the unbilled revenue at the consolidated level is 162.55 crores at the end of fiscal 2025. There has been some improvement in the inventory levels. The inventory stood at 538.01 crores at the end of fiscal 2025 compared to 767.65 crores at the end of fiscal 2024. With this, I would also like to sincerely thank to our stakeholders, including employees, business partners, vendors, bankers, and auditors, those who have supported the company. And on behalf of GR Infraprojects Limited, I would like to thank everybody for attending this earning call. Thank you so much. Now I would like to hand over to the moderator.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you, and congratulations on good set of margin for this quarter particularly. I have a couple of questions. Starting with in terms of the order inflow. So first, I need a clarity in terms of FY25, excluding GST, what was the order inflow for FY25?
It is around 13,000 crore, which we have taken, which is including L1.
Okay, including this 1,166 crore L1, it was 13,000 odd crore.
Right.
Okay. So now, 2-3 things. First, how much orders that we have bidded? Sir has mentioned 6,500 crore, so that is yet to be open. And how much more are we looking to bag in terms of the order inflow? And also, if you can help us in terms of from road, transmission, or the state EPC, how much are we looking?
इसमें जो हाईवे सेक्टर है उसमें अप्रोक्सीमेटली जो पाइपलाइन में है वो हमारे पाइपलाइन में 75,000 करोड़ रुपये है, हाइड्रो के 50,000 करोड़ के आसपास है, पावर ट्रांसमिशन में करीब 20,000 करोड़ रुपये है. बैकग्राउंड नॉइज इज देयर. हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही? पावर ट्रांसमिशन में करीब 20,000 करोड़ रुपीस पाइपलाइन में है, और रोपवे और टनल में भी करीब 20,000 रुपीस है, और रेलवे में करीब 10,000 करोड़ रुपीस के हम टेंडर पाइपलाइन में है जिनको हम बिड कर रहे हैं. और इसके लिए अपने इस साल का जो ऑर्डर बुकिंग का जो टारगेट बनाया है वो करीब 20,000 करोड़ रुपीस है, जिसमें हाईवे सेक्टर में 11,500 करोड़ रुपीस, रेलवे में 2,000 करोड़ रुपए, और मेट्रो में 1,000 करोड़, मतलब रेलवे एंड मेट्रो में 3,000 करोड़ रुपीस, पावर ट्रांसमिशन में 2,000 करोड़ रुपीस, रोपवे एंड हाइड्रो एंड टनल में 3,500 करोड़ रुपीस, और लॉजिस्टिक और टेलीकॉम में 500 करोड़ ईच. टोटल 20,000 करोड़ रुपए का ये टारगेट है इस 26 ईयर में, फाइनेंशियल ईयर में इनफ्लो का.
ओके. बट सर, आपको इन टर्म्स ऑफ पर्टिकुलरली रोड में अपने को लग रहा है कि ये होएगा, क्योंकि लास्ट 2 साल से एज सच तो ये नहीं है. जो आप बता रहे थे कि मॉर्स ने जो अभी परफॉर्मेंस गारंटी का जो इंक्रीज किया है, क्या उससे आपको लग रहा है कि कंपटीशन में फर्क पड़ेगा?
थोड़ा गवर्नमेंट इस सेक्टर में सभी कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट कर रही है. अभी कुछ बीओटी में किया है, ईपीसी हैम सभी में जो बैंक गारंटी और क्वालिफिकेशन एरिया में कुछ चेंजेस कर रही है गवर्नमेंट. और जो जैसा लास्ट क्वार्टर में थोड़ा सा इन्फ्लो बढ़ा है, उस हिसाब से अब आने वाले टाइम में स्टेट लेवल पे और सेंट्रल लेवल पे गवर्नमेंट के प्रोजेक्ट इन्फ्लो बढ़ने चाहिए. और बीओटी में भी कुछ चेंजेस, मतलब बीओटी में भी कुछ एक्टिविटी हो रही है. इस तरह से हमको लगता है कि ये टारगेट अचीव करने चाहिए. अगर गवर्नमेंट कुछ मेजर चेंजेस नहीं हो तो ये टारगेट अचीवेबल लगते हैं. जो लास्ट ईयर भी हमारे जो टारगेट थे 13,500 करोड़ के थे, उसके अगेंस्ट में हमने करीब 10,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट हमने अचीव किए, जिसके अंदर ऑल्दो 4,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो L1 स्टेटस है. वो प्रोजेक्ट अभी अपॉइंटेड डेट उनका अवार्ड प्रोजेक्ट का बाकी है.
हाँ सर, तो बेस्ड ऑन दिस अभी FY26 के लिए नहीं पॉसिबल, FY27 के लिए हम लोग रेवेन्यू का कैसे ग्रोथ दे सकते हैं? एंड मार्जिन में सर अभी क्या लग रहा है, ये क्वार्टर का मार्जिन कुछ एक्स्ट्रा था कि ऐसा मतलब 15% टाइप का मार्जिन वापस से अपने देख सकते हैं?
मार्जिन देखो, जो अपन अभी जिस पे काम कर रहे हैं वही उसी के ऊपर हम देख रहे हैं कि मार्जिन बढ़ना तो हमको मुश्किल नजर आता है। एक तो क्या है, अंडरबिडिंग अभी भी बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो मार्केट जिस तरह का कम्पिटिटिव है उसमें हम इस तरह की मार्जिन देखते हैं। आगे मार्जिन की ग्रोथ हम लोग नहीं देख रहे हैं, लेकिन 26 में जो रेवेन्यू की ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं उसमें डबल डिजिट का हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि ये डबल डिजिट हम अचीव कर लेंगे।
तो लास्ट टाइम सर जैसे हमने बोला था 9 से 12% टाइप का, तो सिमिलर के मतलब 15% प्लस टाइप का भी ग्रोथ पॉसिबल है?
जी, 10 से 15% तक का ग्रोथ पॉसिबल है सर।
एंड फिर इवन नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए भी 27 के लिए भी सिमिलर रन रेट शुड बी पॉसिबल फॉर अस, और इवन मे बी स्लाइटली हायर।
27 में तो अब अगर ये 20,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट अपन अचीव कर रहे हैं तो नेचुरली मतलब मोर देन 15% होना चाहिए।
ओके एंड मार्जिन में सर एनुअल पे हमने FY25 में 12% का है, 12.2, एक क्वार्टर में बहुत ज़्यादा है 15.5%। तो अभी मार्जिन कैसे देखना चाहिए अपने को स्टैंडअलोन पे, कैसे मतलब 12-13%, और कैन वी लुक एट 14-15% मार्जिन?
देखो, मार्जिन को अपने को अभी जो है ना फ्लैट ही कंसिडर करना चाहिए। तो बहुत कुछ चीज़ें, एक तो जो प्रेशर है अपने कंपटीशन का, और उसके अलावा मार्केट में प्राइसेस के जो जिस तरह से एस्केलेशन वगैरह के जो इश्यूज है, उसके लिए अपन फ्लैट एक्सपेक्टेशन करते हैं।
ओके एंड लास्टली सर, ये अदर इनकम जो है उसमें अपने आनंद सर दिस क्वार्टर फोर्थ क्वार्टर में हाउ मच वाज द इनविट का डिविडेंड, एंड फॉर अराउंड सिमिलर मतलब 250 और करोड़ टाइप का?
नहीं, सो टोटल इनविट का फॉर द ईयर वाज अराउंड 227 ऑड करोड़ जो इनविट का डिविडेंड रेस आया। एंड कुछ अपना इंटरेस्ट इनकम, बिकॉज अपने पे क्या है कि मतलब वी आर कैरिंग कैश इन आवर बैलेंस शीट फॉर होल ईयर, तो उससे भी अपने को काफी इंटरेस्ट इनकम हुआ है। एंड इन दिस करंट ईयर इनफैक्ट अपन ने क्या किया है कि कुछ बैड डेट्स जो विच वी हैव अर्लियर रिटर्न ऑफ, राइट, वो राइट बैक भी किए हैं बिकॉज वी कुड रिकवर दोज बैड डेट्स, राइट। तो इसलिए भी अदर इनकम वैसे डिफरेंस ज़्यादा है ईयर ऑन, मतलब ईयर टू ईयर कंपेयर करेंगे तो लास्ट ईयर इट वाज अराउंड मतलब लास्ट ईयर से करीब 250 करोड़ ज़्यादा है अपना, विच इज़ ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दिस के एक तो अपना इंटरेस्ट ट्रेजरी इनकम काफ़ी हो गया अपार्ट फ्रॉम इनविट। एंड इनविट पे व्हाट वी आर टारगेट, सी इनविट पे मोटा मोटी एवरी ईयर वी आर टारगेटिंग दिस मच ऑफ इंटरेस्ट और डिविडेंड और वट एवर इनकम आप वो बोल दो। इनविट में जो इनकम आएगी दैट वुड बी इन द रेंज ऑफ 225 to 250 करोड़ फॉर ईयरली ऑन ईयरली बेसिस।
ओके, समझ गया सर। ठीक है सर, मेरा कुछ क्वेश्चन आई विल बी इन। थैंक यू एंड ऑल द बेस्ट सर।
थैंक यू।
The next question is from the line of Jainam Jain from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, management. Sir, my first question is, what are our investments in BOT and subsidiaries at the end of FY25?
It is total 2,000 crores.
Okay, sir. And sir, when do we expect to receive the appointed date for two of our projects? One is BOT and HAM project.
See, one HAM we are expecting, that is Bihar HAM we are expecting in the month of June. And for Agra Gwalior, that is BOT projects, we have signed a concession agreement recently, so it takes time. It's a BOT DBFEOT project which takes time of another 6 months for getting financial closure and all other prerequisite done. So maybe for that Agra Gwalior we will be receiving that appointed date in the Q3 quarter.
Okay, sir.
Q3 means September to October to December quarter, right?
Q to 4, Q4
maybe in January or November, December. I mean around December, January, right?
Okay, sir. And sir, what is the contract liability as of March 25? I mean
March 25. Sorry, come again.
What is the contracted liabilities as of March 25?
Contracted liability.
Yes, sir. I meant to say monetization advance.
Mobilization advance.
Yeah.
Mobilization advance is, I think it is around 18-20 crore. That's all. 37 crores. That is outstanding as of March 2025. 37 crores.
Okay, sir. And sir, can you comment on our investment in InvIT at the end of FY26? Like currently, what we understand, it is somewhere close to 20 billion, right?
It's 2,110, 200 odd crores, which is the market
All right,
value
sir.
of that.
All right, sir. That answers my question. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Surendra Mala from GR Infraprojects. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So my question is that we're generating the profit quarter on quarter, but if we go to the cash flow statement, our cash from operating activity is on the lesser side. For instance, 2023, we made a negative of 363 crores. FY24, it is 1592, and FY25, it is minus 2,000 crores. So, may I know the reason for this?
FY19. Which year we are now? FY25. Come again?
FY25, cash generated from operating activity is minus 2,000 crores.
Minus 2,000 crores. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like. So what exactly your question is?
So why it is like minus 2,000 crores when you are generating a profit?
See, cash flow from operating activity generally, let's say, I don't think it would be minus 2,000 crores. I think in terms of number, we have to confirm. But see, cash flow, because we are putting that money into working capital, right? Maybe in working capital, and hence we are not converting that money into cash. Whatever profit is there, that has been kept in as a working capital. So you will find that my working capital in absolute number is increasing on year basis, because we are not drawing debt from the SPV level, right? So it is helping us in reducing the interest cost at group level. So that could be one reason, but minus 2,000 crore is.
I'm looking at the financials, sir. Financials in front of me. So it is minus 2,032 crores to be precise.
Minus 2,031 crores, I don't know. So, okay. So I have to, either we can discuss this offline, or maybe after 5-10 minutes, let me go through it and let me understand it, what exactly this is, for what reason, because cash flow is given in detail, right? If you are having cash flow in front of you, probably each and every item of the cash flow is given over there, right?
This is net cash
Yeah.
operating activities. This is cash flow from operating activities. So what minus 2,000 you are talking about is basically the net cash which we have used in operating activities. But if you see the total position, I mean the inflow and outflow, it's on the positive side.
Cash flow, net cash used in operation. See,
No, normally when the company is generating profit, normally for instance, the cash from operating activities would be positive. And on the other side, the borrowings are also increasing.
No. So okay. You are. This is investment over now. So this is
consolidated cash flow.
You are taking. I mean, you are discussing that consolidated cash flow, right?
Yes.
Standalone cash flow, see, consolidated cash flow is basically you need to understand that business operation. What we are doing, we are basically doing what we are actually executing various HEM projects, right?
Yes, sir.
And where we every HEM projects wherever we are executing, it is 60% is actually to be received by us over the period of next 15 years. So it is actually increasing my working hours. If I am executing 1,000 crore of the project, right? I'll be getting only 400 out of that, and 600 would be basically I'll be receiving over the period of next 15 years. Because this time, I mean, right now we are discussing consolidated cash flow, right? So if I am booking 100 rupees of turnover, 60 rupees would be receivable by me, right? So because of the nature of business, I can't convert that 60 rupees into cash. You got my point? On console basis.
Yeah. So
right. So it would be funded by debt. That 60 rupees has to be funded by debt and equity, right?
Okay.
So though for 100 rupees of turnover, let's say if I am getting the profit of 10%, then also I'll at max 10 rupees would be in the form of cash, but then 90 out of that 90, 40 I am receiving in cash and 50 I have to be kept as a debtors. That is showing as a debtors in my balance sheet. That is a financial asset, right? And hence this is the figure you are getting over there in the consolidated cash flow. So better is you go through the standalone cash flow, standalone financials cash flow. There you would be that then it is showing that cash generated from operating activities 868 crores. That is positive, right? And our profit is 806 crore as we mentioned, right? So that cash we have generated from business is more than the profit which we are showing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One follow-up question, sir, to that. I'm able to see on the consolidated level loans and advances of 3,193 crores. It has gone up from 254 crores.
Mm-hmm.
So can you explain me this point, sir? Like why is the increase?
Because, see, this is increased because whenever we will be, doing HAM projects every year, as I mentioned you, right? When we have, see, on consolidated basis, what kind of turnover which you have booked, out of that turnover, 60% is to be funded by debt and equity. So that amount has to become from debt only, na? 7,500 crore of consolidated turnover. Out of that 7,500 crore, that 40% is we are getting into cash. Balance would be funded from debt only. Debt or equity, right?
I'm talking about assets, loans and advances. It is under other assets. It is an asset balance. And it has gone up from 254 crores to 3,000.
Yeah. So asset balance 60%. See, asset as well as liability both would be increasing because this asset I'll be receiving from NHAI over the period of next 15 years. Right?
Okay, sir. Done.
Hope I maybe satisfied your query.
Yeah, I'm clear, sir. Clear. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav Shah from JM Financial. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, you mentioned that equity requirement is close to 2,875 crores, which is pending. So it includes BOT project as well, right?
Yeah. Every outstanding project.
Yeah. So what would be the equity requirement for BOT project and the EPC value that we are factoring?
EPC value around 3,700 crore and BOT is around 1,075 for equity value of that BOT.
So you'll be funding equity of 1,075 from our books.
Right.
Okay. And so secondly, we saw that EBITDA margins were quite high in the quarter, even after the adjustment of the bonus. So what was the reason for that?
See, this particular year in last quarter, there are so many projects which are near completion. In fact, we received the COD for 2 of the projects and we are about to receive the COD for another 2-3 projects. So when the projects are near completing stage, then generally what we have seen that probably because of release of contingency and if we are finding that not much cost would be incurred and accordingly revenue and profit would be good. So that's the normalized case. It happens whenever, and this time basically it is a cluster. It's a 6-7 projects which are nearing completion. Right, because of this it has happened.
So except that, what would be the normalized margin for the quarter?
That I think we have discussed around 13%. My MD sir told you.
Okay. So for next year, margins could be in the range of 12 to 13% for 26 and 27.
That we can expect. Comfortably.
Okay. And so capex for 26 and how much you have done in 25?
25 capex in machinery is in the range of 70-80 crore but then we are building our corporate office as well. So total capex which has to be, including that corporate office building and machinery, is around 135 crore, 134 crores, right? And for next year, we are targeting another 125 crore, not more than that.
And of that building part will be how much for the corporate office?
For current year?
Yeah, for 26.
Or for 26, that would be another in the range of around 40, 50 crores.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. I will call back in the queue.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Sarvesh Gupta from Maximal Capital. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, and congratulations on a good set of numbers. Sir, so just wanted to understand on the order inflow part. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year, we got only 8,000 crore excluding the L1. And now we are targeting about 20,000 crore. And I think in the bidding side, especially on the road, we have seen that slowdown persisting for a while. So what gives us the confidence that this 2.5 times jump we will be able to achieve in this financial year?
सर एक तो जो L1 स्टेटस को जोड़े तो 13,000 होता है, फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड, अभी बीओटी में एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट हुई है. अभी आप पिछले क्वार्टर में देखेंगे तो गवर्नमेंट ने बीओटी प्रोजेक्ट को स्टार्ट किया, जिससे अपनी अपॉर्चुनिटी बढ़ी है. सेकंड, गवर्नमेंट ने नॉर्म्स भी चेंज किए हैं और प्रोजेक्ट के अवार्ड में इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है. और उसके अलावा मेजर पोर्शन जो है अपना, जो आउट ऑफ 20,000 में 11,500 तो हाईवे का ही है. रिमेनिंग एवरी सेक्टर पर 2-3,000 है. तो ये अचीवेबल लगता है. हाईवे सेक्टर का ही जो मेजर पोर्शन है उसमें बीओटी और पर्टिकुलर स्टेट्स की एक्टिविटी बढ़ने से हमको ये कॉन्फिडेंस है कि हम लोग ये एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि अचीव कर लेंगे.
इंक्लूडिंग L1, लास्ट ईयर भी हाईवे में अपने करीब 10,000 करोड़ के काम लिए थे. दिस ईयर वी आर टारगेटिंग 11,500. तो अब L1 का क्या, बिकॉज ऑफ वट एवर रीजन, कभी L1 स्टेटस रिमेन्स फॉर 3 months 6 months, बट प्रोजेक्ट जब आ जाएगा तो मतलब अगेन, सो L1 आ गया तो आना भी चाहिए. तो दैट नंबर इज फिजिबल.
बट इन जनरल तो जो बीओटी ने जो काम चालू किया है अगर गवर्नमेंट ने, तो वो इतना बड़ा है कि जिस तरह का हम ग्रोथ रेट में थे पहले और जो साइज में थे उस टाइप से हम वापस से कर पाएंगे उसी रेशो में.
ये टोटल अगर आप देखिए ना इस सेक्टर को, हाईवे को, तो अभी बहुत काम होना बाकी है. अभी गवर्नमेंट ने 22 नए ग्रीनफील्ड एक्सप्रेसवे अनाउंस किए और अगले आप देखें कि हमारे जो पाइपलाइन में है वो 75,000 करोड़ रुपीस प्रोजेक्ट है, जो ऑलरेडी जो बिड लग चुके हैं वो 1,20,000 करोड़ रुपीस के हैं हाईवे के. इस नंबर पे है तो ये काम तो होगा ही. अब कभी मतलब वट एवर रीजन, इलेक्शन के टाइम है या कुछ और रीजन से, तो कभी स्लो हो जाता है. लेकिन अभी गवर्नमेंट एक्शन ले रही है, काम होने हैं, काम तो होंगे और वापस अचीव तो करना ही पड़ेगा. इस सेक्टर को रिवाइव तो होना ही है.
सर, जो अभी हमारा जो रेवेन्यू मिक्स भी चेंज होगा, क्योंकि जैसे हम ऑर्डर इनफ्लो ले रहे हैं उसमें सिर्फ 55-57% ही हमारा हाईवे से हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं और जनरली बाकी सेगमेंट्स में माना जाता है कि थोड़ा ईपीसी मार्जिन वगैरह लोअर रहते हैं. तो स्टैंड अलोन मार्जिन जब मिक्स जो आपका से थोड़ा चेंज हो रहा है, अवे फ्रॉम द हाईवे हो रहा है, तो उस हिसाब से आपका मार्जिन आप बोल रहे हैं कि सेम मेंटेन होगा, बट इज इट वो कितना पॉसिबल है सर?
हाईवे में अगर हिस्टोरिकली देखें तो मार्जिन पहले ज़्यादा थे. अभी जो अपन मार्जिन जो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं 13% की रेंज में, तो वो तो हर सेक्टर में है ही है. ईपीसी बिजनेस में आप देखोगे तो इससे कम मार्जिन पे सेक्टर मतलब सर्वाइवल भी नहीं रहेगा।
नहीं, और उसमें क्या है, थोड़ा ऑपरेशनल लेवरेज भी होएगा, बिकॉज लेट्स से इफ वी आर टारगेटिंग डबल डिजिट ग्रोथ, अभी मतलब वी आर अंडर यूटिलाइज्ड, तो उतना तो थोड़ा फायदा भी होएगा। सो वी आर नॉट गिविंग एनी एक्स्ट्रा कंसिडरेशन टू दैट। तो अपन ये नहीं कह रहे 15% पे आ जाएंगे। हेंस जो जैसे दूसरे में है, दूसरे सेक्टर में मार्जिन है, जैसे रोपवे में कोई कम नहीं है, पीटीएनडी में कम नहीं है, राइट। सो आई डोंट थिंक कि मतलब अपना मार्जिन जो मैट्रिक्स है वो उतना, मतलब मार्जिन पैरामीटर्स रिमेन द सेम।
ओके। सर फाइनली जो इंडस इनवेट में अभी इस साल हमारा क्या टारगेट है, कितना हम डाउनलोड करेंगे इनवेट में? और दूसरा एसोसिएटेड क्वेश्चन था कि अब आप जैसे बीओटी में जा रहे हो तो फिर वो एसेट्स तो आप इंडस इनवेट को नहीं दे पाओगे, तो फिर उसके लिए अपना कैश रिलीज कैसे होगा? उसमें कैश रिलीज का प्लान है या उसको हम इनकम लेते रहेंगे?
बीओटी में तो there are actually, I would say, there are more investors who are willing to buy BOT assets than M asset. So, and this asset is already matured. This market is already matured. जो मोनेटाइजेशन वाला रोड एसेट मोनेटाइजेशन वाला मार्केट है ना सर, दैट इज ऑलरेडी मैच्योर्ड। आपके पास में इफ यू हैव गॉट एनी ऑपरेशनल रोड, दे आर एनफ टेकर्स फॉर दोज एसेट। तो अब अपना इंडस लेगा या कोई दूसरा इन्विट लेगा, दैट इज क्वेश्चन इज प्रॉब्ली विल बी सॉल्विंग इन फ्यूचर, बट लिक्विडेशन हो जाएगा, विल बी एबल टू मोनेटाइज इट, उसमें कोई चैलेंज नहीं है। एंड जो बात रही कि इनविट में इस साल अपन कितना करेंगे, तो एज ऑन डेट वी आर हैविंग हमारे पे करीब 5 एसेट अभी और ऑपरेशनल है। अभी अपने पास सो इस जो लास्ट ईयर में जो ऑपरेशनल एसेट है, विच अभी मतलब उसमें भी मतलब विच 4 एसेट है, देयर आर 4 एसेट विच वी हैव रिसीव्ड सीओडी इन लास्ट ईयर। और इनविट में डालने के लिए द कंडीशन इज 1 ईयर ऑफ ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ ऑपरेशन। तो लास्ट ईयर में जो भी सीओडी लिया अपन ने, दैट कैन बी ट्रांसफर्ड टू दैट इनविट, एंड सो दोज 4 एसेट्स वी कैन ट्रांसफर। अब 4 करेंगे, 3 करेंगे, दैट इज मतलब अभी वो बहुत जल्दी है, प्रॉब्ली आई मे नॉट बी एबल टू कमेंट राइट नाउ, बट दैट दिस इज द सिचुएशन।
सर पावर ट्रांसमिशन में भी हमारा शायद एक इनवेट के साथ एमओयू हुआ था, तो उसमें भी वैसा ही रहेगा, जब हम एसेट डेवलप करेंगे उसके बाद इनवेट में ट्रांसफर करते रहेंगे?
पावर ट्रांसमिशन में हमारा एक एमओयू हुआ था विच गॉट एक्सपायर्ड इन मार्च और अप्रैल फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ दिस फाइनेंशियल ईयर। पावर ट्रांसमिशन में भी हम लोग सोच रहे हैं कि एज ऑन डेट वी हैव गॉट 1 ऑपरेशनल पावर ट्रांसमिशन प्रोजेक्ट एंड 3 अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन। तो उसमें भी अपन ये सोच रहे हैं सर कि बल्क में कुछ मतलब विल क्रिएट सम एसेट, गुड एसेट, एंड देन सर्टेनली विल डिस्कस विद वेरियस इन्वेस्टर्स कि इसमें मोनेटाइजेशन हाउ कैन वी मैक्सिमाइज दैट मोनेटाइजेशन बेनिफिट इन आवर फेवर, वो भी करेंगे सर।
ओके, थैंक यू सर एंड ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
The next question is from the line of Pravesh Kazi from Nuama Group. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir, and thanks for taking my question. So my first question is for the 2 road projects where we are L1. So by when do we expect the LOAs for these projects? I'm assuming both these projects are from Maharashtra state government.
ये महाराष्ट्र स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट है और इसमें अपन एक्सपेक्ट ये कर रहे हैं कि 2nd to 3rd क्वार्टर के बीच में ये आने चाहिए, क्योंकि इसमें लैंड एक्विजिशन का काम अभी चल रहा है, पूरा नहीं हो पाया है। लैंड के थोड़े से इश्यूज रहते हैं, तो वो जैसे ही लैंड एक्विजिशन 80% से वो होगा, गवर्नमेंट इसके प्रोजेक्ट्स को अवार्ड करे।
Got it. Secondly, we have taken BOT project recently where you said we have equity commitment of something like 1,075 crore. So going ahead, what is our appetite for taking more BOT projects? I mean, on an annual basis, are we okay taking BOT projects where, let's say, we might have to put in 2,000-3,000 crore of equity, or will the number be lesser?
See, BOT, because of different structure, otherwise, so we are comfortable while taking BOT projects, or HAM is again BOT, where there also we have to put in equity. So to the extent of, let's say, if we have to put in 2,000-3,000 crore of equity on a yearly basis, we are comfortable, but may not be 100% on BOT. So उसमें BOT में we'll try to take one or two projects on a yearly basis, depending on what kind of projects which are floated by the NHI, and उसमें किस तरीके से dynamics metrics, all that we'll consider. तो मतलब 3-4 करोड़ का BOT तो ले सकते हैं on a yearly basis, where we are comfortable putting 1,000 crore of equity on a yearly basis, because see, issue is that we are not able to see, as of March also we are having almost 1,000 crore of cash lying with us, right? So we would like to utilize those cash also. And if we are getting good opportunities, we are certainly will be willing to put in that money into various BOT projects also. Yeah, but not 100% of my total. See, for this current year, highway target is around 11,000 crore. So out of that 11,000 crore can't be 100% BOT only. So कुछ EPC करेंगे, कुछ HAM, कुछ BOT. So BOT would be in the range of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 crore sort of range, and balance would be HAM and EPC. Right.
Sure, sir. Thanks and all the best.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Uttam Kumar from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir, and thanks for the opportunity. Sir, in terms of our equity investment, both in HAM and BOT, right now, what is the total equity investment and how much will we doing in FY26 and 27? I just missed the figure. If you can just go ahead.
So total equity so far we have invested 2,000 crore, and still pending is 2,875 odd crore, which is to be put in over the period next 3 years of time. For current year we are targeting 1,000 crore of odd number, and for next year again would be in the same range, 1,000 crore.
So 1,000 crore this year and 1,000 crore FY27 also.
Right.
Okay. And sir, what kind of revenue growth we are eyeing in FY26, since currently if you see, most of the appointed dates we have received, and our executable order book is also seems to be quite good. So how much revenue growth we are expecting in FY26?
अपन डबल डिजिट में ग्रोथ एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं जो 26 में.
क्योंकि सर देखिए, अगर आप देखेंगे तो अभी जो अपना ऑर्डर बुक है वो 19,000 करोड़ का है, और अभी लास्ट ईयर अपना रेवेन्यू काफी कम रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ अपने को अपॉइंटेड डेट नहीं मिला था. तो उसके हिसाब से एटलीस्ट 20-25% के आसपास रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ होना चाहिए, सिंस मोस्ट ऑफ द अपॉइंटेड डेट्स आर विद अस.
नहीं, सो अभी अपने पे ऑर्डर बुक, एग्जीक्यूटिबल ऑर्डर बुक इज अराउंड 14,000 करोड़, जो अभी मतलब एज वी स्पीक इन करंट मंथ, राइट, मई में, बिकॉज अप्रैल में भी अपने को 2 प्रोजेक्ट हैव गॉट दैट अपॉइंटेड डेट. एंड क्या है, आई मेंशन अर्लियर क्वेश्चन आल्सो कि कई सारे प्रोजेक्ट नियरिंग कंप्लीशन है, राइट. तो कई सारे अपने अभी स्टार्ट हुए हैं. तो मैक्सिमम प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हिच हैव स्टार्टेड नाउ, दैट इज इन द रेंज ऑफ, दे आर देयर इनिशियल फेज. So that's why maybe next year also we'll be taking that kind of growth, but that growth is getting split into 2 years. मतलब इस साल में 25% आ जाएगा तो अगले साल में. So point ये है कि 25% इसलिए नहीं आएगा कि अपने पे क्या है कि मतलब that project has just started or about to start, right? तो we are expecting कि डबल डिजिट हो जाएगा, मतलब 15% के आसपास हो सकता है, 10-15% के बीच में ग्रोथ आ जाए, बट 25% वो maybe after 6 months probably will be able to give you more clear guidance on this.
Okay. And another thing, Anandji, with regard to diversification, we have already diversified into some transmission and multimodal logistic and railway. So any other sector where we can diversify currently, if you are eyeing something else apart from the sector where we have?
Recently, we have taken another project वो telecom में optical fiber cable and that networking, right? That is linked to, I mean, telecom and IT infra we call. तो अभी recent में that is the new sector we have opened. I mean, we have done one project in past also, almost 7 years back, 7-8 years back. But अभी उसको वापस कर रहे हैं and we are expecting that we will be getting more projects in current year also in the same field. So that is the new sector we are exploring. और भी देख रहे हैं. But once we are done with our whole 100% due diligence, certainly we'll certainly announce and we'll come back to you.
इसमें सर मार्जिन कितना रहेगा ये भारत नेट वाले प्रोजेक्ट्स में?
मार्जिन रहना चाहिए, मतलब it would be more than 10% only.
Okay sir, that's all from my side and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Ishita Lodha. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Just need a clarification that the order inflow target of 20,000 crores does not include the L1 position of 4,000 crores, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. And also another question is that the receivables on a standalone level have increased by 7%, but our revenue has declined by 16%. So what explains this?
See, receivable on standalone is actually consisting of SPV debtors. SPV debtors has gone. Receivable total कितना है? Total receivable is 1,842 crore, right?
Okay.
Out of that 1,842 crore, my own debtors, group debtors are 691. So if so excluding that number, probably there is no increase. Just hold on. I mean, out of that, because last year 17 my other than group debtor was 148. It was 148. No. So last year, other than SPV debtors or group debtors, 190 crore was the outside debtors, right? This year it is 151 crore.
So we have reduced that.
So we have reduced that number.
Okay. And what is the outstanding retention money?
It is 17 crores.
Okay. Thank you.
17 crores.
Yeah. Thank you. That's it from me.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Sir, just wanted to understand ये जो BOT प्रोजेक्ट हमने लिया है आगरा ग्वालियर, जो L1, L2, L3 ये सब के अगर हम बीट देखते हैं तो our bid was मतलब in terms of revenue sharing was much higher, close to 17% versus almost all the other players have quoted close to 5.5 to 6%. तो इतना अगर वेरिएशन है तो do we think that we can generate a decent IRR on the equity that we are looking at 1,075 crores?
So these BOT projects is a major game of traffic analysis. And
yes,
because and in traffic में भी क्या है, for this particular BOT concession where my floor and cap is fixed, right? Because I can't get more than that, and I can't be losing more than that. This is the agreement. This is the provisions which are already given into concession agreement. So generally those BOT projects are assessed basis the traffic and cost, where we believe that we are quite confident in terms of the cost which we have estimated, and in terms of traffic also we are quite comfortable. So and hence we believe that we'll be able to get good margin, good IRR also on these projects.
Okay. So roughly, if you can help us in terms of IRR level पे, how much are we looking at? 16-17% plus kind of IRR?
More than 15%.
Okay, got it. And sir, is it possible कि ये जो 1,075 crore जो equity है, and or let's say 1,000 crore that overall that we are looking at this year, उसमें से ये BOT toll में कितना रहेगा? Because as I आपने बोला कि जनवरी तक शायद अपने को appointed date मिलेगा, तो इसमें equity अपने को कितना initially put in करना पड़ेगा this year?
Generally, that depends on what kind of financing arrangement we are agreeing with the bank, but maybe 10% you can take on safe side. That is 100 crore.
ओके गॉट इट. एंड सर ये जो अपना L1 जो 2 प्रोजेक्ट है MSRDC के जो आपने बोला कि 2Q या 3Q में LOA आएगा, तो उनका वैल्यू कितना रहेगा आउट ऑफ टोटल L1 अपना जो 5,100 प्लस का?
4,300 करोड़.
4,300 करोड़. ओके, तो OFC का वैल्यू बहुत कम रहेगा. OFC अपना जो भारत नेट वाला OFC है उसका कितना रहेगा वैल्यू?
OFC is 650 is OFC and 220 is railway.
ओके ओके ठीक है सर, ठीक है, गॉट इट. थैंक यू सर.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today's conference call. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
थैंक यू सभी इन्वेस्टर्स को और बैंक और हमारे में जिस तरह से कॉन्फिडेंस रखा है उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. हम लोग आगे भी आपके ट्रस्ट पे खरे उतरें, इसके लिए मैं एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ, आपको एश्योर करता हूँ. थैंक यू टू.
Thank you. On behalf of GR Infraprojects Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.
Thank you.